What's good, Council of Comics? It is film and box office news, episode 68. When did the Council of Comics abandon reason for madness? It's New Year's Eve. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
What is good, Council of Comics? Welcome to the Film and Box Office News Live Podcast, episode number 60. Oh, it says 66 up there. It's supposed to be 68. Today we are going over the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition. Does Aragorn have a ring of power or not? We shall find out.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
This warms my heart to see us waving into the camera, all of us on that Thanksgiving day. We were all there. It was just so nice and lovely. Welcome to the Film and Box Office News Live Podcast, episode number 68. Please forgive me, I am a little bit under the weather, so my tone might be a little bit off. But of course, as usual, as always, the loyal counsel, Phil, Cliff, Green Shirt Guy. How are you doing today on this New Year's Eve?
Fabulous.
Excellent.
Doing okay. My Bills won. Arsenal lost. I lost my fantasy game. So one up, two down.
The only memories I have of the Bills were going to 4 straight Super Bowls and losing all 4 of them.
Leave it alone.
One of them to the Giants. Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Oh my goodness. I was like, are they gonna lose again? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. Okay, but this
You know
is
what the
not
sad
sports.
part is?
What?
In that 5-year run, even the year before that, we lost 3 games to the NFC in the regular season. There's no NFC team that did that.
Yeah, probably one of the greatest AFC teams of all time.
Yeah.
But that's AFC. But anyway, let us get into what we're doing today. But first, of course, as always, I have to go over some things. Young at Heart Foundation, youngatheartfoundation.com, run by a good friend Mike out in California. They do great things for the kids out there that are in the hospitals awaiting medical transplants. You can actually be a part of it. If you want to register, you go to youngatheartfoundation.com and you can hit this snazzy button right here to become a donor, or you can sponsor a Hope Kit that's 100% tax deductible, which will provide kids with gifts, and they put a lot of little toys in a box for kids and set up for them to visit as well. You can contact Mike at 323-396-9998 or email him at info@youngatheartfoundation.com. Help out the kiddies. It's a great organization. Also, Alterniverse. This is our home base. Oh, look at me putting up stuff. This is our home base where we do all the filming, where we get all our comics, and we just do everything. It's located at 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. It's owned by our good friend Anthony. One of the greatest people in the comic industry. If you want to set up a pull list where you will get 20% off your comics, you can give him a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alterniverse2@aol.com, and the website is alterniverse.net. They have comics, cars, toys, and Hudson Valley's best selection of comics. They bag and board every single comic book. They take great care of your comics. They also have great card tournaments on the weekends with Lorcana, Magic, Pokemon, whatever you can think of. Give a call to Anthony. He'll give you a schedule of when those in-house tournaments are happening. Again, Alterniverse is the main shop to be in Hyde Park, New York. And also our channel, the Council of Comics. We are at 730 subscribers, 20 away from that coveted 750 subscriber, we'll be doing a big giveaway. We got a bunch of videos on the channel. Of course, you know we do our live Sunday and Monday, but we also have other content such as council interviews, council conversations. A brand new council FTR will premiere tomorrow. That's Josh and Green Shirt Guy going over Detective Comics 38, first appearance of Robin. We also have our new Comic Book Day episode 80 that's out. The council went through some therapy, so you got to check that out. And also council conversations where I tell Joey the Epic Nation story. I thought that was pretty hilarious, that video. But tons of stuff on there. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Whew, that took a lot out of me. Is there any other things you guys want to mention before we get into stuff? Any special events that I missed out on or anything?
I think what's coming up.
I don't think so. I don't think we have anything coming up in in the immediate year. Like I think the next toy show is in like February and stuff. So.
Okay.
I'm the one with the social calendar.
You don't have anything to mention?
I'll have something coming up, but it's not nailed down yet. So.
Okay.
And tomorrow's my birthday, so expect a hot
That's
mess
right.
from me.
Tomorrow, Cliff, I was gonna make it to your house, but I'm too sick. I can't risk it. I can't risk it.
That's
risk it.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Half my guests are already out from exposure, so
It's all right. I'm sorry. Shout out to La Cruces 1971 in the house. Thank you for joining us. And shout out to Evil's Comics. Thank you for joining us. Happy New Year, Evil. Yeah. So, film and box office news. I thought we could start off with, since it's about to be 2024, we can start off with the movies that are coming out in 2024 before we hit any box office or anything like that. All right. Looking down the list, there's I Did It My Way. I'm not really worried about that, but Beetlejuice 2 is coming out next year.
Don't care.
Oh, Cliff's doing the wavy hand.
I
care about Beetlejuice 2.
Yeah.
Nope.
The thing is, I like everyone involved. I'm afraid of what it will be.
It's either going to be like a Top Gun Maverick, which
Right.
is going to be great,
Right.
or it's going to be Origin of Snake.
Or it's gonna be,
Something.
or it's gonna be, what do you call it? Electric 2 or whatever. What was it? Dancing 2. What was that one? Electric Boogaloo.
Boogaloo.
Yeah, whatever that one was. Yeah, right. Like that's
It's breaking.
Two.
It's called
Like there's Breaking 2. There's Top Gun Maverick.
Kamaria's in the house. Hey, Kamaria. Happy New Year.
And it's been so long since Beetlejuice won, so it has
Right,
to
so it's
almost
like-
go for being a Top Gun Maverick at
Yeah.
this point.
And not much being said about this movie.
I mean, there was a lot said when they started filming, and then they got real quiet.
That's kind of good.
Not necessarily a good
that
thing.
might be a good thing. Like,
It might be a good thing that not much is being said because I don't know anything about this movie. So, but it doesn't come out until September 6th, 2024.
Well, Jenna Ortega is playing Winona Ryder's daughter,
Yes.
so she'll be
guess
She'll be
is
our
it
lead.
Michael Keaton. Like that's the real
Michael
it's like-
Keaton's back.
Okay,
Keaton's
that's
back.
really. It's Tim Burton directing.
What I hear is they're taking more of the route of the Beetlejuice animated show, where Beetlejuice and Winona Ryder's character went on a lot of adventures together, and they're kind of like stemming off of that. I used to love that cartoon show.
That is okay. You know what? If that's true, that makes it worse.
Why?
Because it's very clear what their relationship is in the first movie, and if this is a sequel to the movie, it's dumb and weird to make it to change the theme to they had a bunch of adventures like in the cartoon show that only 3 of you in the audience remember.
It's very true.
Honestly, I'd rather have never had a Beetlejuice sequel,
Mm.
but I hope I could be wrong.
Eagle says all these nostalgic movies are getting old. Like there isn't any new ideas put there. Trust me, there are. What were you gonna say, Phil?
Yeah, they're very hard to come by. Like Top Gun is like almost the exception to the rule, where like they're not as good and The quick crash grabs.
Very true. Very, very true. What else we got up here? Madam Web's coming out next year, guys.
Oh my God, I'm so happy.
That hasn't been
I'm
done
so
before.
excited for this
Good.
podcast.
There's that.
Cliff, are you being sarcastic?
I'm gonna go, and it comes out on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna go to the theater, and I'm just gonna let it crash over me in all of its sincere bullshit. It's gonna be great.
You're the only one there too.
I
Adam
will.
Scott is in it.
It'll be wonderful.
I don't know what to say about Madam.
I don't know. I really didn't watch like the trailer or anything.
I you know what's really sad? I really like these actresses, right? Like that's like a whole problem.
Yeah.
I really like them.
Listen,
But what are we doing, folks?
if the movie, you know how they showed all the costumes and all that, which were pretty great. If the whole movie is them battling with their costumes on and all that, phenomenal. I love it. But I have this sinking feeling that it's just going to be a flash forward to the future scene that they show for like 5 seconds, and they're not going to have their costumes through the whole movie. Or they'll have them at the end of the movie where they show it for like 2 seconds.
If they show up in costume for the final battle, I could dig that.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't care about the movie at all.
I know,
Evil's-
but this looks like such a good mess.
Evil says, I love sequels, but not 30 years later. What are you setting up? Will that be the norm? Love a movie and wait 30 years for a sequel? I mean, the fact that you can get all the characters back to do a sequel.
Beetlejuice is closer to 40 years.
Yeah.
Right, Beetlejuice is pushing it. They're lucky these people are alive.
1988.
Come on.
Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Did you guys see the trailer for the Civil War movie?
Oh,
but
don't even get me
you just gonna
started.
ship Beekeeper? Beekeeper
Oh,
actually
I'm
looks
sorry. I'm
decent.
sorry. Green Shirt Guy's a beekeeper guy. Okay,
I'm not.
what's up?
I'm not a huge Jason Statham fan.
It's
I-
a Jason Statham movie.
Oh, it is.
and it's one
But
of those,
Jeremy
like,
Irons too, though.
he
So
definitely doesn't pull punches in the trailers that I've seen.
Hmm.
All right.
Like,
Well,
it-
then
it
that
looks
movie is for
violent.
Anthony.
It looks violent. With a capital
His
V.
movies are all violent.
Right, but but his are usually cartoony, over the top, ridiculous.
Well-
but like these ones look like one of them. The one of the part of the trailer I saw today, I think it was, he ties this guy to a truck and just puts a brick on the thing, and the truck takes off. I'm like, okay, all right, we're doing that now.
Listen, if I was an actor and they keep want to giving me these movies, I'd keep making them too.
Absolutely,
mean?
all that money, why not?
Yeah. ISS. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. Wasn't really. We're fighting out in space while the Earth dies. I guess I don't know. This Civil War thing looks crazy though.
It looks terrible. It looks
You don't
so
think it-
horrible. No, please, I'm so tired. Can someone just make a good movie and release a good movie? Just do that. Could someone just get together and just put their shit together and just do that? In a world where Texas and California team up, no!
Oh yeah, that was the
World
part I
where
got.
Texas and California team up. There's no world. I'm seeing the multiverse, and it doesn't happen. Not in 14.4 million universes.
Shout out to Legions in the house. He says Cliff is greater than Aragon.
Whoa,
Whoa, Green Shirt Guy's gonna come at you right there. Watch out. Whoa.
whoa.
Yeah, the Civil War thing looks a little wild. You're right. The whole California and Texas team up thing was wild when I heard that. I was like, that's wild. The two people that are complete opposites are gonna team up. Yeah. I don't know about that. I am excited for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire though.
This has my blessing. This
Oh,
one has
man.
my blessing.
A nice setup with the previous movie. Nice
A
setup.
new villain, which is very important.
Yes. The entire squad's coming back. I'm very excited for this. I think it's Ghostbusters. Paul Rudd's coming back. All of them are coming back.
Yep.
So I got a feeling some of them are gonna die in this though.
Maybe,
'Cause
but
it-
like the movie has to pass the torch.
Yeah.
You know?
So if this is like the second of the trilogy, you know how people do trilogies, I would expect like an ending that makes you go, oh, no. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Geek Out with Roscoe was in the house. He's saying, I ain't afraid of no
Roscoe.
ghosts. What's good, Roscoe? What about
If looks good. Have you seen the trailer for If?
No, I have not seen the trailer for If.
It's If means imaginary friends.
Mm,
And what
yeah,
if your imaginary friends were real?
Yeah, I think I have.
yeah, it looks good. It's Ryan Reynolds and John Krasinski are in it. I think Krasinski plays the main If voice, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it looks funny. it looks interesting. I definitely want to see it.
Night Swim with Wyatt Russell.
Eh.
The Mummy Murders.
Eh.
There's only
Imaginary.
Like I looked at all the stuff coming out. There's only about 4 movies that I feel like I need to see in the theater this year.
Argyle.
5. I'm sorry.
Bryce
Dallas Howard. Hey, maybe Argyle. Maybe. John Cena. Henry Cavill. Oh my God. We're all going to see this movie February 2nd.
John Cena.
It's an Apple film. It's an Apple film. Okay.
Oh, it's Apple.
We're watching
Miller's
it.
Girl. The Book of Clarence.
Set in biblical times. That one is for you.
No, it looks
inspired by classic Hollywood epics set in biblical times. What is that about?
The
Book of Clarence tells the tale of Clarence, a down and out of luck denizen of Jerusalem, embarking on a misguided attempt to capitalize on the rise influence of the Messiah. Oh, I've seen this trailer. Okay.
James McAvoy. Okay, now I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Now I'm in.
Yeah. Mean Girls is back.
This one pisses me off because this is
it doesn't. You stop it.
I can say what I want. No, I can't be pissed off. What was wrong with the original one? What was wrong with the original one?
This is the musical version.
Why do we need another one?
Because it's wonderful. Kamari and I are gonna love it.
This is not
needed. This is for us. Not everything has to be for you. This is for us.
Not needed.
Not needed.
Not needed.
Not for you. This is for us.
I can feel your anger.
All right. Wow.
Damn, am I right? This one's for me and Kamaria.
It's more based on the where the show was based off of the movie. This movie is based off the show.
What confused me a little bit about this? What confused me a little bit about this when I watched the trailer is that there's some characters from the original movie that are in this.
Yes, it's the same thing.
That's what I mean.
Same actors come back.
That's how I was like, is this a sequel? Kamara's like, no, it's not a sequel. It's a musical. I'm like, yeah, but those are the same actors.
Well,
like the teacher. Yeah. And the teacher, what's her face?
Tina Fey, she wrote it.
Tina Fey, she wrote it. Yeah. I'm like, so
of course she's going to be in it.
But this is the one that gets me. Candy Heron moves to suburban Illinois after being homeschooled in Africa.
That's the story. You've never seen it?
I've seen it. I just haven't put it to mind like that.
You can't sit with us.
Listen, we all love a good musical, right?
What's the name of
musical. I need to see Wonka because I hear Wonka is incredible.
I hear that's good.
I hear Wonka is incredible, so I need to see that. We all love a good musical, so we'll see.
What's the line from Mean Girls? It has great lines. Forget none forget Gretchen Wieners and make that happen. One of the ones that makes me laugh is when they're sitting in the cafeteria and the guy goes by and says, "Hey Janice, nice hair. What's it made out of? Oh, nice wig. What's that made out of?" And she turns around, "Your mom's chest hair."
Legion says, pretty sure I just watched a hate crime happen between Green Shirt Guy and Cliff. I'm just not sure who committed it.
It was definitely Green Shirt Guy.
Kamari says, starting a burn book with the Mean Girl haters.
That's wonderful.
Listen, all right, but can we give shout outs to the original Mean Girls?
It's great. It's
Who
a great
can name
book.
it?
That's what I'm saying.
Who can name the original Mean Girls? Who can name it?
Was it Lindsay Lohan one of them?
Lindsay Lohan, Rachel McAdams.
No, not the original. I mean the original movie that's like Mean Girls but wasn't Mean Girls.
Oh, Heathers.
Oh, that's Heathers.
Yes, if you guys have not seen the Heathers, you need to see the Heathers.
I was like, you want me to name the 4 Mean Girls? I can do that.
Right, that's what I thought he meant too. Like, hold on.
Angry Otter's in the house. What's good, Angry Otter?
What's up?
Sesame Street, a musical. We
all love a good musical, right?
Okay. The lead
Interesting.
characters
Why?
get lost. The lead characters get lost in New York City and try to find their way back to Sesame Street. You've been living in Sesame Street for over 50 years. You don't know your way around New York City yet?
The theme song is "Can you tell me how to get back to Sesame Street?" If that doesn't set the tone for what this movie is, Sam, I don't know what does.
I mean, they made a Sesame Street movie years ago when Big Bird goes on his journey. Remember?
That's right, and they had to go
Yeah.
cross country figuring stuff out. Sesame Street has always been Manhattan adjacent, and now we're gonna find out how adjacent it actually is.
What up,
Oh,
Wellbore?
what's up?
All right. Well, we'll see.
Sesame Street multiverse.
That's right.
Lights out. No. But this one right here, Green Shirt Guy. Do you know about
Yeah,
this?
I'm down for it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing a thing about this. This looks interesting.
So I guess this tells the story. It's like a prequel, right? To the
It's
Lord of
the
the Rings
it's
movie.
the story of the Kingdom of Rohan, basically.
Is it?
That's what it looks like from
The
what I've seen.
War. Is that how you spell Rohan or Rohim?
Well, that's their race or their tribe, or whatever you want to call it. But the kingdom's Rohan. The horse lords are the Rohirrim.
They don't really say much about this.
No, because
It's like a cartoon.
How many years? Do you know how many years before it is?
It's no. I wish I could tell you.
It's anime. Yeah.
That I don't
it's an
think so,
anime.
because I think I saw who's in it. And it. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? All I've seen is trailer stuff or teaser stuff.
Yeah, it says one
So, I mean,
animation.
I don't
so
think they really want to tell you too much yet.
what is that? Wait, when was that? Was that released?
It said it was December 13th. It looked like something like that. Towards the end of December.
Toward the end of December. We lost Sam.
We did lose Sam. Here, I'll look it up on IMDb.
Okay.
I mean, of what I saw, the teaser I saw, I think, was with Brian Cox narrating it. It looks good. I don't know.
Friday, December. Yeah, so like almost a year from now. Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got here. The end we start from. Okay. Godzilla versus Kong. Of course, we know about that.
No, it's
Yeah.
got to be live action because there's way too many people listed here.
For what? The Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
animated.
No,
though. That's the one animated.
it's animated.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Well,
animated.
maybe they're doing
Okay,
a lot
but
of stuff
Godzilla and Kong. Hello.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
With the
Listen,
with
when
the
Godzilla was running and Kong was running with the Thanos
and pink-
arm, I was like,
and
oh,
pink
that's it right there.
radiation Blast. There's now pink radiation. I'm all for it.
But there's
Godzilla
also supposed to be,
sleeping?
you know how they showed us the big orangutan Kong?
Yes,
There's also supposed to be a big Godzilla type creature in this.
I love a great
So-
fight.
Yeah.
Listen,
So-
I only am interested in watching Kong and Godzilla movies for the big battles. Although Godzilla -1 really is an exception to that rule. That movie's great and not what I signed up for, and great. Amelie re-release.
I was gonna say they're
What
not
do we got here?
making
One
that.
Life. What?
No, Amelie.
You got One Life. Amelie.
I didn't think Captain America was till 2025.
Right, I thought they moved it. What are they doing?
Yeah,
like
it's not supposed to
February
come out 2025. Yeah, it's not coming out next year. They're refilming pretty much 85% of the movie. So,
That's
yeah. But hey, if you got the money and you got the ability to do it, why put out a crap movie? You know.
yeah, right.
Race for Glory. Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, they're
sequel.
doing a second one.
Oh boy.
And it also comes out on Valentine's Day. Oh my God, it's so
Honestly, I
perfect.
gotta see the first one.
I don't want to see them. I can't look at them in that light.
Well, if it makes you feel better, they so don't really look like them that it doesn't like.
It'd
Save
still be
me.
funny for him to kill someone and go, "Oh boy."
Kenneth Bird
they
is
don't
in the
look at
house. What
all.
up, Kenneth?
Bird.
The American Society of What?
Yeah, look at this.
Comedy about a young man, Aaron, who is recruited into a secret society of magical black people who dedicate their
Oh,
lives
this
to the
one,
cause
this
of
one
honor.
is this one's very controversial, and not because of the name, but because the first trailer released, and it looks like it's about like the magical Negroes have to keep white people happy, right?
Hmm.
And the trope of magical Negroes showing up like Will Smith in Bagger Vance, right? And then there's this girl who our main character is falling in love with, so he's gonna ruin everything because he's falling in love with this girl. So people are like, well, most audiences were expecting a black centric Harry Potter, and that is absolutely not what this movie is. This movie is really supposed to be satire, but this romantic comedy element that's dashed in there is really like making more of a kerfuffle than needed. So actually, I want to see it more than ever now, because I'm like, I need to see what's happening in this movie.
Okay. Scrambled.
Nah.
No,
Eternal
I
Bridesmaids.
don't even see one name I'm interested in the list.
Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
A fourth one, huh?
Yes. And Aquafina plays his new the person he's training to be the next Dragon Warrior.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be great for the kids.
Is that Ray?
No.
The March King. That's Ray.
No, it can't be.
It is her.
I don't think so. She wouldn't be
Daisy Ridley.
No,
It's
Daisy
Ray.
Ridley.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
The
But
March
she's
King's
not
daughter.
listed first on the list of actors.
But she's on the poster.
The
what
movie-
is
Star
wrong?
Wars curse continues. Oh my god. If you're a star in Star Wars, you will not make any other movies.
Oh, Simmer.
That's
Unless you're more Campbell.
Unless you're Harrison Ford. I don't know how you skipped all
Wait,
that.
Adam Driver's doing okay.
Adam
Yeah,
Driver's doing okay. Doing okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Harrison Ford, Mark
Doing
Hamill. Yeah, you're okay if you did stuff.
Oh my! The Marsh King's daughter. Okay, I like it. A woman seeks revenge against the man who kidnapped her mother.
A woman with a secret past will venture into the wilderness she left behind to confront the most dangerous man she's ever met, her father.
Oh,
In the film, Helena's seemingly ordinary life hides a dark and dangerous truth. Her strange father is the infamous Marsh King, the man who kept her and her mother captive in the wilderness for years when her father escapes from prison. Helena.
Sounds like an Image Comics synopsis.
Yeah.
Like a boom.
We'll need to confront her past. Blah, 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 blah. This sounds like, what was that? Mosquito Coast is what it sounds like to me. That was a great movie. Remember Mosquito Coast?
No, it's on my to watch list.
That's what Harrison Ford.
Oh, they remade it.
Pretty good. I'm talking about the
Remade it.
original.
Oh, they
Yeah.
remade it into a show on Apple TV.
Then we got Some Other Woman, Good
Okay.
Grief to Pain.
Ben Mendelsohn is Krennic, and Krennic definitely is getting work. So screw you with Star
Yeah.
Wars. You can't go work.
Transformers
Yeah, you're
1
right.
comes
And,
out
and
next year.
James Earl Jones had no career after Darth Vader.
All
James
right,
Earl
all
Jones.
right.
I think the modern.
Ewan
modern,
McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, I think the modern trilogy.
All
people
right.
go more.
All right.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I think let's go more original. trilogy.
Transformers 1. What is this? Scarlett
This is an-
Johansson.
This is an animated prequel of the Transformer movies. The Michael Bay and the new ones. It's an animated prequel.
Oh.
Which
I
will
thought
not
when you
have...
said like the Transformer movie, like an animated prequel, I'm thinking it's like an animated prequel to like You Got the Touch. I was like, all right.
No. So what I hear is it's just gonna look like all the other Transformers movies, but you won't see any humans or anything like that. It's all CGI, that type of thing. And Peter Cullen is not coming back as Optimus Prime, which is so. I'm hoping what they're doing, because they've got Chris Hemsworth doing the voice. What I'm hoping is that Chris Hemsworth is doing the voice of Orion Pax, who is before Optimus Prime. Orion Pax becomes Optimus Prime later, so maybe they'll switch it, and then when he turns into Optimus Prime, they'll use Peter Cullen. Hopefully, we'll see. The man's not dead. Why are you not using him? It's my thing. But anyway, it ends with us, which brings me to you about dry glasses. Lisa Frankenstein. Land of Bad Soul re-release.
That
like
come out a year or two ago. Like it's not that old.
about 2 years ago.
Oh, what do you guys think about the new Karate Kid movie that's coming out?
Don't care. Just don't care.
I got one more season
I'm
Cobra
getting
Kai
all
to
the
make
Karate
it through.
I'm sorry, Phil. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got one more season of Cobra Kai to still get through.
I was gonna say I'm getting all the Karate Kid I need out of Cobra Kai. That's all I need.
Yeah, and if it doesn't follow
this is
up
supposed
on
to
that,
be-
then I'm just gonna be disappointed.
No, it is following up on it. Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan will be starring in the movie, and they're linking the movies. They're linking
Right.
the Jackie Chan
The
one
Karate
with the
Kid
original one.
universes.
Yeah.
Karate Kid
So-
multiverse.
Why?
Yeah,
I mean,
which
I'm
means
sure it'll
you gotta
be
get
that
Jaden
Jackie
in, you
Chan's.
gotta go get grab Will Smith's kid to be in the movie.
Yeah, right. Is he gonna be in it? But basically, I think Jackie Chan's character probably knew Miyagi, and that's how they're gonna link up and all that. But we'll see. I look forward to that. Dune Part 2.
I want to see that. That's one of the ones I want to go see in the theater.
Part 1 was
Yep.
okay.
Dune I don't like.
Part
Oh,
1 was
and you know
okay.
what? Honestly, Dune, the first part could have been even better by my opinions and standards, but I still enjoyed it enough because I like Dune enough.
I thought it was well done. I thought of all the movies that I've seen in the last few years, it set up a new universe. Well, not a new universe, but as far as
Setting up the setting, right? Yeah.
right, setting up a film universe that you want to put together. There are few better.
Yeah.
There are things that
No,
there are things
they
that could have
did
been
well.
better, but they're not. There are really no missteps in there.
I only wish they hadn't taken the very real, brilliant desert that they filmed in, that they also once upon a time filmed Lawrence of Arabia in, and decided to tone it down for an alien world when it looks even more fantastic and more alien just for what it actually looks like in real life. That is a huge strike I have against that movie. But otherwise, it's enjoyable.
Came out at a bad time too. Came out during the pandemic.
Oh yeah, that was not helping the situation.
That
So
didn't
it came
help.
out to streaming, right? It was one of those that came out to the theater and on HBO Max.
Yeah,
I watched
that
it on
did-
HBO Max. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
I bought it directly on Black Friday. I bought it without ever seeing it, and then sat down and watched it. I'm like, yeah, this movie's amazing.
Deadpool 3.
I want to see that.
That's gonna be the best movie of the year, my friend. Best movie of the year.
It's gonna be the best. It's financially, I don't know if it's the best movie of the year.
Yeah, that's a big statement. I don't know if it's going to be the best. And I've got
It'll make the most money though.
Yeah.
trying to not put Deadpool way up here, like get the height. I'm kind of trying to keep the height down here, so the expectation.
Listen, they're letting Ryan Reynolds go balls to the wall with this one. Like
Good. I hope so.
balls to the wall. Like everything that you could think of is gonna be in this movie.
Listen, just by listening to Ryan Reynolds the first time around, they made a fortune.
Mm-hmm.
That man knew what he wanted out of this character.
Yeah, I mean, give him praise for actually leaking that little 5-minute thing
Yeah.
that got this all started.
Oh, I guess we'll make it now.
What else? They turned us into killers. No.
Turning Red
Kingdom of-
re-release. Jesus.
Huh?
Turning Red re-release.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Why?
You know what? There was the strike was imminent, so you're
was
seeing
never
like
released in theaters.
the holes now.
It was never released in theaters. It was straight to Disney Plus.
Hmm.
So this is technically the first release in theaters.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
That
Continuing
looks interesting.
the series.
Yeah.
It's continuing. I still gotta watch the last one.
I'm
But
trying to remember if I watched all of the last. I own it. I'm trying to remember.
But this one's not done by what's his face, so I'm a little edgy on it. Reeves. It's not done by Reeves.
It's all right.
The Watchers. All right. Mufasa comes out next year,
I
huh?
saw- I don't know how I feel about this.
Let's see. I don't know.
Is that
Live action Mufasa.
That's the
It's
live
live
action,
action.
like the Jungle Book live action and the
Lion King.
did?
Yeah.
Right. The only thing live action
that's-
is
yeah,
just
I'm not
live,
sure.
stated, and that's it.
It's an original story, so
Well, it has to be.
we'll see. We'll see. All right, that's enough of new
Our
movies for
speculation
next
for the year.
year. Yeah, that's enough of that. Domestic box office before we get into what we're here for. Wonka is number one.
All right.
Good old
Good for them.
Wonka. It actually went
Ooh,
up
Aquaman.
32.7. Aquaman.
Got-
Aquaman actually is making more than the last two Marvel movies. So it has that going for it.
okay.
Yeah, let's see where it's at.
Wait. The Marvels. But what was before the Marvels? That made some money, right?
See, Aquaman's at 258 already, so
Ant-Man.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Apparently, because international is saving Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing here.
They like it overseas. They really do.
Pun intended.
And there's that.
Migration up 38%.
That looks.
I hear
wanna
that's
see-
really good.
I want to see that
I think
too.
that's a DreamWorks
Is it-
animated movie.
That came out. Did that come out before Christmas? I thought that it came out on Christmas. It says 3 weeks, but I didn't think it was out that long.
Yeah, it came out. No, it came out already. Yeah,
No, okay.
it's been it came out already. Color Purple. Kamari went to see that today. Gotta ask her about it. I hear it's really good though. That's also a musical. There's a lot of they're turning a lot of the
Based
old
on a
ones
movie,
into
based on a
musicals.
novel.
I don't know. I hope that's not the trend.
I hope it isn't either.
hope
And I
it's
like
not the
musicals,
trend.
so that's not my
Yeah.
what's the word I'm looking for? My criticism. I like musicals, but it has to be organic. Don't take a story that was not a musical and make it one.
Events.
Yeah.
Kamari
Kamara says
says
it was very good.
Once again, it's for me.
I don't know, Cliff. I thought you were more of the Boys in the Boat kind of guy. It comes in at number 6.
I don't know. What is the Boys? The Boys in the Boat sounds like the name of a sex tape.
It's
I'm
about
sure
it's
not
about
what I want it to be.
a crew team.
Yeah,
It's a crew
it's
team.
about a crew
Cliff.
team, right?
Calm down, Cliff. It's a crew team.
That could still be the name of my sex tape. Oh my God, calm down, Cliff. It's a crew team. Could be the name of my sex tape. That's good. All right.
My son's going to see it after they go back to school. It's a field trip. I'll let you know.
Based on a true story.
Is it Harvard? It's
Berlin and Hitler. Yeah, another freaking World War II story. Great.
Kamari says that The Color Purple, the musical, is more based on the novel than the movie.
Nice.
Is this real? Buffy once more with feelings. Best musical ever.
Yes, that's an episode of Buffy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What up, Larry? Forgot to say what up to you. Seeing here. All right. The Hunger Games is still in the top 10. Made another 3 million. That's great for that one. The Boy and the Heron. Godzilla
That's a Studio Ghibli
-1.
film. That's doing well. Yes.
Poor Things.
Poor Things.
Trolls Band
Poor Things is
Together.
up for a bunch of Oscars.
Yeah, that's the one with
Well, Ruffalo's in. I know that, but I can't remember who else.
Ruffalo and what's her name? What is her name? She played Gwen Stacy.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Yeah. Napoleon,
it's-
American Fiction. What?
I was gonna say it's like supposed to be satirical too, right? It's a drama, but it's also funny.
It's like a Frankenstein thing. The guy creates a girl.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Defoe's in it
It's
too.
a Let's Fun Weird Science. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, it's something like that. I heard it's all right.
Willem
The
Dafoe's in it,
Marvel's
too.
still in at number 20, made 33,000. Look at the Marvels. What theater has the Marvels still going on? That's great. It's got to be those dollar theaters.
Maybe.
Teachers. Okay. Oppenheimer, number 27.
They're there.
Oppenheimer just clinging.
25
clinging.
theaters. Oh, and it
Jeez.
opened up at
It's
84.
not gonna make it.
How-
Not
look at it.
gonna
Let's look
make
at that right
it.
now.
Oh.
How close are we? Is it 970 at least? Oh, I didn't even get that high.
952.
Oh,
It's not gonna make it. It's not gonna make it. All right,
Nope.
so that's the box office. for
Universal,
this
you
week.
got that.
they're gonna leave
Mario
it there
$1 billion
till it's
movie.
That's the box office. All right, so you guys' homework was for this week: The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, the extended edition, preferably.
Pause.
done.
All right, a meek hobbit from the Shire and 8 companions set out on a journey to destroy the powerful One Ring and save Middle Earth from the Dark Lord Sauron. It's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
But like I was saying to Green Shirt Guy before, we
The
could do
first
without
DVD I
section.
watched in a long time because I watched the DVD. Yeah.
Oh, I watched.
We
I
could do
have
without the
that one,
extended
but
editions.
I have the gold box too. It's
Like the extended edition, kind of like, I don't know, like I don't know if it made it worse for me, but like
Okay, let's
like the whole
pause
thing
for a
where-
second. Have you read the books?
no.
So then that's why you don't appreciate the extra stuff back in.
we got an important question from the chat, Sam.
Huh. So who's better, Tigress, my cousin from the original Hunger Games, or Hunter Schafer from the new Hunger Games?
What is it, Sam?
Wait. They want to know which actors?
Right, because
Actor
his cousin was Tigress in the original Hunger Games series.
Oh, I think that was a better one. We didn't get to see his cousin from the original.
Good.
Well,
and remember,
nice-
his
nice
cousin,
Yeah.
cousin is also that tall hunter woman in Werewolf by Night
Okay.
with the white outfit. I love her.
So, like, in this movie, I think it was this one because I watched the whole trilogy. I was sick in bed, so I watched the whole trilogy. But we find out that Aragorn has a ring of power, but
No,
Creature Guy
he
says
does
it's not a
not.
ring of power.
He does not have a ring.
It
of
is
power.
not a ring of power.
It is
not
They
a
call it a ring of power, though.
I know,
Well,
but it
then
is
they again, like I
incorrect.
said in the chat, they effed up, realized it, and took it back out because it's not a ring of power. It was not a ring of power in the book. It's not a ring of power by movie 3, so it's not possible because it's revealed that Elrond has one, Galadriel has one. We know that from the get-go, and then the third one that's been out there, you find out in the book too, but you find out in the third movie that Gandalf has the third one. So it's not a ring of power. It's a ring.
The three
Those
rings,
are the
right?
three
It's a
elf
powerful
rings.
ring.
Those are the elvish rings, right?
Those are the 3 elvish rings. Yes.
So what the hell happened to the 9 men rings?
They
they're
became
ring
ring
rings.
rings.
They became ring rings.
They
And
still have
them.
the rings?
Yes.
Yeah, the ring is what turned them into that.
Oh, now
But
The
what
3
happened to
elvish
the rings
were
of
made
the
by
dwarves?
Celeborn. The 3 elvish rings were made by Celeborn, and we see that in the Ring of Power show.
in the show. Yeah.
Right. So the ring that so Galadriel gets one, Elrond gets one, and he gives one. Remember, he gives the king from that one that talks about the tree and all the stuff underground. He gives that one to him, and that king, at least this is in the book, that king gives it to like his lieutenant or his second in command and says, "Hang on to this for safekeeping. I don't need it now." When he passed away, the guy still had it, had hung onto it for forever, and then gave it to Gandalf when Gandalf showed up because he realized, oh, Gandalf's here to take care of this guy. You might need this. Take this. So it's not. So that's where the third one went.
TM Nerdy says Lord of the Rings sucks, Green Shirt Guy.
Fighting words.
and that's all he will say. That's blasphemy, TM Nerdy. Blasphemy. We also learned I might be getting ahead of myself. This might be 2 Towers, but they don't mention like Aragorn being like 84 years old.
That's in the second one.
That's the second. Okay, so I'll leave that for the next one. But tell me some things about this one that you guys enjoyed.
It's so slow. I'm sorry that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's very
I
fun.
like this one.
Very
This is my
I
favorite one,
actually
but I like
haven't
this one a lot.
watched them in like 15 years, so it was enjoyable to like go back to it. It's definitely on like the big home theater screen here, so I did enjoy that DTS
Mystery
track
Men
on
and
this,
Monsters. I thought this was about someone trying to get the Infinity Gauntlet. No,
Nah.
no.
You can say what you want about this movie. There's people who love it. There's people. I'm one of the ones who love it. If movies like this aren't made, Marvel doesn't get off the ground.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like I
launched
still
a lot of different
love
things.
it, but also it's like, oh my
expensive.
god! It's like, are they being literal about enjoying every piece of grass?
Have you
You
read
know,
the
like-
books? Read
Yeah,
the
in
books.
the books it's terrible. Yeah, I skipped pages.
So
in the
this
books.
is
It's terrible.
this is a sprint compared to the books.
I
'Cause in the
realize
books,
that, but you
he
know it's
describes
still
all kinds of stuff.
rough. I'm just saying it's
And
rough. I
There's
love the
no
cast, though.
singing in this.
There is singing in the
Well,
extended.
not like in the books, is what I mean.
Well, no, not like the book. The book is a song every freaking chapter, pretty much.
That's like pages long.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I listen. I'm gonna give it to you,
And
man.
they-
But whew,
And they definitely don't sit down and eat every 5 minutes in the movie.
yeah,
I enjoyed this movie.
I'll say this.
I do like it. It's there are parts that
I
are
enjoyed the whole Lord of the Rings. I just don't
I,
think the extended.
I thought it aged like, especially like I said, I watched the DVD copy and I thought it aged pretty well on watching that older copy of it. I definitely enjoyed it.
Yeah, 2001, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
2001.
20 years ago.
It's what I also appreciate about this movie is certainly there's CG in it. I mean, that's obvious. But there's a lot of stuff that's done that are practical effects that if you don't go watch the special features and all the behind the scenes stuff, maybe you didn't realize. Like, there's a lot of things where they just it's a camera effect to make the size look right. Like the opening scene where Gandalf and Frodo are in the cart. What's his name? That plays Frodo is actually sitting about 5 feet behind him.
Elijah Wood.
So like Gandalf's here. Oh, hold on. I can
Oh, it's like
do it in
a
my
kid.
head.
Okay.
So he's sitting like super close to the camera, and Frodo's sitting way back here. But but the way they shoot and the cart's built that way, so when they shoot the camera this way, it looks like they're sitting next to each other, but they're not. They're not sitting anywhere near each other, and it makes him look smaller, so he looks the appropriate size. So they do stuff like that all the time. Then there's you remember when he hands him the envelope? It's a different guy, and you don't see Ian McKellen's face, so the envelope's about this big. So the other guy's hands are bigger, so it looks huge. So when what the heck's his name? I can't remember his name right now. Takes the envelope from him, it looks normal size now. So like they do a lot of tricks of the eye for the sizing and all that stuff through the whole thing. I don't know.
There's a lot of
great lines in it too.
there's a lot of like I noticed it this time as I watched it. There's a lot of like close-ups on like the actor, whoever the actor is. It's just a close-up of their face. And they don't have dialogue, and what they're saying, they are just saying like with their eyes for that few seconds.
Yes.
And there's a lot of scenes like that in this movie. That
Yes.
it's just like, okay, there's no like dialogue right there. You just see like Hugo Weaving's eyes for 2 seconds glaring at you.
Mm-hmm.
Hugo Morrison's eyes are just like gonna glare at Boromir for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Wilbur says Lord of the Rings trilogy was great, but why the F did they make The Hobbit into a trilogy?
Money.
money.
Don't
Yeah.
money.
that is why. We'll say it. There's one word. Why make
Eagles.
one movie when we could cash it out to maybe $1 billion total on 3 movies?
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
like The
there's a
Hobbit
lot-
though.
There's a lot of great stuff in this. I mean, it obviously it sets the next 3 up. But if you watch just this one, you could enjoy just this movie.
And I
I
gotta
like
say,
the fantasy language in the movie
Yes.
too that they're using is pretty like, so sometimes it comes off a little bit funny too when they like use it, but it is through like this whole like movie that
But
they have that weird funny fantasy talk through it.
But it's a real language that Tolkien invented. That's
Yeah,
the wild part. You know, the whole thing with Tolkien is he never thought that England had its own mythic lore. So he's like, I'll create one for us. So that's why, you know, he created all these languages, because he was a language teacher in Oxford before he did this. So he's like, well, I'll create 3 languages. So he created Dwarvish. He created 2 different versions of Elvish. He created the language of Mordor, and then wrote the stories afterward.
You know what's crazy is Tolkien and the guy who wrote the Narnia books and a couple other
friends.
They used to go to a bar.
Yes.
And just like feed each other their thoughts on the different things.
Yes.
What's funny is when C.S. Lewis came with Narnia, he's like, "What are you doing? What is that, a lion? Da, da, da. You're gonna have a lion speaking to them?" He's like, "Whatever." They had arguments and stuff, but they all loved each other's
Tolkien
stuff.
almost wasn't going to publish his, and C.S. Lewis was like, "No, this is good. You should definitely publish this."
Yeah. Orlando Bloom.
This was his breakthrough movie. Like, this was a breakthrough for him.
Yes,
he was great.
You know what? The other part, there was it was very early in the movie. There is a magic fight with Gandalf and Saruman, which is Christopher Lee and Ian McKellen.
Yes.
Ooh. And there is like it like back in the day, it was probably a cool magic fight, but like today, it's just like the one guy is like flying around. There's no like pow magic. There's no like spell there. It's just happening.
As they talked about making a Lord of the Rings movie back in like the 70s or whatever, and Christopher Lee was supposed to play Gandalf then, but it took so long that they're like, "You're too old," so that's why he plays Saruman.
That fight was kind of funny to me. I was like, usually there's like something like a spell or like a flash that'll come out their staff now.
Yeah.
Now it's just like he just pointed the staff. He's just flying across the floor. Like, okay.
Well, it's magic. Yeah.
Then Saruman used like the Force to grab like Gandalf's staff at the end. Like,
yep.
I still think that's a great scene.
Yeah, I like that scene.
You're not nearly frightened enough.
Saruman, the White Wizard.
I just remember, for the time, CG's gotten better. It's still very good in this. I just remember at the time, I'd seen, you'd seen Jurassic Park a couple years beforehand. This comes out, and I was like, oh, they did a really good job making those dinosaurs. And then you get to the scene in Moria, I'm like, yo, where did they get a demon from to film it? Because it looks so real. It wasn't like, oh, that's CG. You're like, whoa, that's messed up.
The Balrog?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was tremendous. That's my favorite scene in the movie. You shall not pass.
The whole like Moria section I thought was like really well done for this movie.
Yeah.
That whole Moria section. Like the part on the stairs, like it's really cool.
I don't know if we're planning on watching the Hobbits, but the Hobbit movies. So the Hobbit that's got kind of like the bowl cut in those movies with he's got the bowl cut and then like the Amish beard, kind of the mousy guy. He's the one when they're in Moria at the end and they take the book out of the dead hobbit's or the dead dwarf's hands. He's the one that was writing, "We hear the drums, we can't get out, we can't get out." He's the same dwarf.
Oh,
little connection right there.
And the guy with the long white beard is Balin, who was the one that was running Moria.
Yeah, I like how they say they dug too deep.
Yes.
They just couldn't resist digging, and they just dug too deep, and they unleashed like the demons of hell and all that stuff. Yep. That was wild. But yeah, that was a great scene. Run, you fool! What does he say? Run, you fools!
Fly, you fools!
Or fly, you fools! So
Did
great.
someone say that Ian McKellen was too old to play Gandalf?
No, Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee was originally supposed to be Gandalf when they were going to do it in like the late 70s, and then when they went to film this, they were like, "Nah, you would look too old, so we're going to give it to Ian McKellen." But you can.
Oh, yeah, that also sounds ridiculous. I feel like he could have pulled off Gandalf just fine.
Like a couple of things got me mad. Like, okay, this right here. You mean to tell me that he just looks over them like that, like right there? Come on.
It's drama, Sam. If he catches him right there, we don't have a movie. Here's what gets me about this story, right? When Gandalf leaves him, He says, keep it secret, keep it safe. And then when he leaves him again, I'll meet you at the Prancing Pony, but don't put the ring on. Frodo proceeds to put the ring on like 4 times in this movie. You're like, stop fucking putting the ring on, dude.
Oh, but he didn't put the ring on purposely the first time.
No, but he does.
Like
2
he
or
went
3
to
times
grab
after that.
it and it
No,
fell
I get
on his
that.
ring.
But
Yeah.
he definitely puts it on when they're on Weathertop. He does that on purpose there. Then he puts
Yeah.
it on again. I can't remember where they are. And like, you realize there's a reason why he told you not to do it. Stop it.
Oh, so that makes a good point. He says they can't see. Those rays
Right,
can't
they
see.
can't see the mortal realm. Yeah.
But they always feel the presence of the ring. So when he puts it
Yeah.
on, they're drawn to where it is.
Got you. Yeah, this is a great movie. Aragon is great as always.
How about here's this too? I mean, I don't know if you know this.
Hmm.
He got that. Viggo Mortensen got the role 2 days before he actually started filming. He had worked on another guy, had done all kinds of rehearsals, had done some test screenings, and for some reason just didn't feel it was working. Fired the guy, brought Mortensen, and started filming 2 days later.
Why do I feel like it was Kurt Russell?
No, it was like I could show you the guy's face, and you'd be like, "Oh, I
feel like
recognize
Kurt
him."
Russell would be a good skit. Like, what if Kurt
Sean
Russell was
Bean
Aragon?
ended up with the meme from this movie.
Yes,
He got the meme. Like nobody else is memed like you, Sean
One
Bean,
does
in
not
this
simply
movie.
walk into Mordor.
Simply walk into Mordor.
That's a great line. Oh, that's messed up too. The
Look.
2 Argonath. So it's in the movies. It's consistent, but this is supposed to memorialize in the books anyway. It's Isildur. What's Isildur's father's name? I can't remember his name. In this, it's Isildur and his father. His father's the one on the right? And in the movies, it's memorializing them taking down Sauron and destroying way back when. In the book, it's Isildur's father and Isildur's father's brother who are the 2 that started Gondor. So in the movies, it's consistent because they never bring up the brother, so you don't have to worry about it. And it makes sense here, but yeah, it's not accurate.
Isildur.
Gondor needs no king.
Yeah.
That's a good, especially when he says it to Aragorn. Like, like, let me call you out real quick.
Do you think we're
on
gonna?
his deathbed, he's like, "I'm really sorry. Give me my."
Do you
sword."
think the Ring of Powers TV show will make it all the way up till the final battle?
I don't know.
Because that final battle, I need that. I need that. We only got a glimpse of it. I need that. You know what I mean? But that would mean that it would have to what? No. So that final battle is before the Hobbit.
Yes.
That final battle is before the Hobbit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't watched the TV show, and I'm not sure. Like, I know there are only like there's like rules to that they are only allowed to like talk about certain things.
Well, they're only allowed to do the Second Age.
Okay.
But the Second Age includes that battle. The Third Age began when he cut the ring off of Sauron's hand, and they won that battle. That's what began the Third Age.
I'm pretty sure, like, if they paid all this money for this stuff, they want to build up to that.
I'm sure that's like when you're proposing it, you're like, okay, and our ending of this show is the final battle against Sauron.
The question is the show going to make it to that battle?
Is it going to make it to that
Well,
battle?
it could lead up to the
Question.
battle. You can see everyone marching towards it, and then you just don't see
Yeah.
it though, because you can't show unless they somehow get an agreement. You can't show the ring getting cut off again from a different angle. And
Well, you could show the whole battle.
You
could
can't
do the
though
whole
unless you're going to use the same designs from these without getting permission from Peter Jackson and New Line.
But I think the people who own it have say over Peter Jackson.
New Line.
Yeah, but New Line
is the one that made Wayne and owned and distributed the movie, and then you'd have to also get permission from probably from Weta, because I'm almost guaranteed they still have some proprietary stuff because they're the artists and artisans that made all the stuff.
It's
I could be wrong.
That's the thing.
I mean,
it's a licensed nightmare. Like
It's a nightmare.
like the Lord of the Rings in general. Like anything is just like a licensed nightmare now.
And don't think Warner Brothers is just going to give that up easily either.
Yeah, I think Warner's has the license now, but even before, like there's a reason we didn't get The Hobbit in like 2004. It was just a whole licensing nightmare. Like,
Yeah.
or like 2005. There was a reason they had to wait until like this whole like 10 years later to do The Hobbit, to work all that legally out to do it.
And then they went crazy with that Hobbit.
They were like, yeah, maybe that's why they went 3 movies, is like to work all that legal out just to make it. They wanted, like, we got to make some money on this now.
I mean, I like Lord of the Rings, so I enjoyed The Hobbit. You know,
I did
and
too.
it's done by Peter Jackson, so all of them. So I like the fluidity of it, that it's all the same.
Mhm.
I like that, except for the third one where it's like the CGI was just crazy. The Battle of the Five Armies.
Yeah.
That was CGI was just
For
wild.
me, and they go into it in the book, in the Hobbit book, but for me in that movie, the part that was a little drawn out for me was the dragon sickness over the gold. We got it.
Mm.
You don't need we got it. And it was like a half hour of that. I'm like, no, we got it. Just get to the battle already. But whatever. What I like about
They
this
definitely made it into something it really wasn't made to be
No,
made
it's definitely
into, which
more
is like a
than
9-hour
shit.
epic thing.
You're absolutely right.
All right.
I
So
enjoyed this version more because there are a few scenes that are added back in that give context and more color to the overall story. Like the scene where Sam and Frodo are out in the forest and then they go watch the elves leaving. It's not in the original.
I felt a little bit
I don't
like
know
it's
why.
funny. At the time, everybody had like a director's edition and stuff. But if you think about it, this came out like within like a next year, and there was like 40 extra minutes of movie
Yes.
that got added into this.
Yes.
And I was like, like, all right, like 4 minutes got put into Star Wars 20 years later, like 45 minutes of movie is like, that's a lot. Hold up.
And then
Yeah,
they
it-
released it in the theater too, remember?
Yeah.
And people were like, okay,
yeah.
I'll go see it again. Yeah.
Well, wait till we
45
get-
minutes is a
wait till we
lot.
get to Return of the King. It's 4.5 hours. Return
I
of
know.
the King. The extension.
So
Yeah,
here's the thing,
like-
though. Think about
Um,
any movie that's out now. They would go 6 months later. Oh, by the way, did you actually want to see the director's cut of all the stuff that we cut out that we could have put in?
Yeah.
That started this, but nobody does that anymore.
This was it was huge at the time of this, but now it happens like here and there. I think they did it last with like Endgame. They put like 4 extra minutes in to re-release it.
But 4 minutes, not
not like 45
Yeah,
now.
Right.
like-
45 minutes. All right. So let's give our numbers. Phil, you're up first.
You know what? I'm gonna give this like 8.5.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's like an 8.5. Probably like an 8. Like, I'm being fair. I think it aged better with me over time. Like when I first saw it in 2001 at like the theater, it was at Roosevelt on like the hard wooden seats at the time. So it was a bit of a, I wasn't that thrilled with it, but like it aged really kind of better with me than it probably would have. Like had I went like super crazy for it at that time period. So yeah, probably like an
Okay. 8.5. Cliff.
8.5.
Whoa.
Okay. Green shirt guy.
So this is not my favorite of the 3. So you're going to see the scores go up as it goes up. I would give this like a 9.2. I really like this one a lot. There's a lot of things I like about this one. But this is not my favorite of the 3. But I do, but it's, like which of your children do you love the most?
I give it a 9. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie. I don't take away from it because of the extended edition, because I just think it was just, I haven't read the books like you said, but I give it a 9. This is a classic movie that can be watched over and over and over again. All right, so that gives us about like an 8.59 for this movie. That's a high rating right there. What would you guys think out there? Please leave in the comments below. Let us know what your rating is. So as you know, next week it's the Two Towers.
And it was not named after the 9/11 event, so stop complaining about that.
Yes,
People have done that too.
How did they come up with Two Towers?
There's the 2 towers, the towers of Orthanc and Barad-dûr.
Yeah, but that wasn't. It's Lord of the Rings was just one book, right?
No.
No, it was 3
3
books.
books.
Oh, it's
It's
3
3
books.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
4 if you could include The Hobbit, and The Hobbit was its own like book.
Yeah.
The Hobbit
okay.
came out first.
Not like part 1, 2, and 3 of the Hobbit.
Yeah, Hobbit was one book. I know that.
So it should have been like a 3-hour movie, and we're good.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought Lord of the Rings was just one book. Okay.
No, it's 3 books. If you can get a 1-volume version, which I have, it's over 1,000 pages though.
All right, excellent. So next week, guys, your homework is The Two Towers, preferably the extended edition of Lord of the Rings. All right, we're doing trilogies this year.
If you
Trilogies,
don't watch
trilogies.
the extended edition, you're gonna miss the scene at the end.
I got
It's really
the Two
important.
Towers version of this one to watch. It's red. That one's red.
Excellent. If you got Max,
that's
they
'cause
have it on
Return
Max.
of the King's
So
Blue, right?
Yeah, and Return of the King is Blue. Yep.
they have it on Max. If you got Max, they have the extended editions on there as well. You can watch that.
Now, do you have the case
All right.
for all 3 of them, Phil?
No, because I got them
You
like
didn't
they
get the
came out
secondary case?
one year after another. So
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
Christmas, like this was what was it? 2002's Christmas present. So like 2003 was the Two Towers.
Right,
2004.
but when they
Mm.
after they came out, it wasn't part of the thing originally. But after they came out, there was a thing, and I think Return of the King to send away for, and it was a case to put those in.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't
I'll
get
show.
the case.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll grab it. It's right here.
All right, while he's doing that, I'm going to give a shout out to everybody that came in today. Las Cruces 1971, thank you for joining us today. Evils Comics, thank you for coming in today. Who else came in today? Kamaria, thank you for joining us today. Legion Comics, thank you for joining us today. Geeked Out with Roscoe was here today. Thank you for tuning in. Angry Otter is in the house today. Thank you for tuning in. Wellbore is in the house today. Thank you for tuning in. And I believe Larry was in the house today. What's good, Larry? Michael Hoy is in the house today. Good. Thank you for watching, Michael. TM Nerdy is in the house today, even though he thought Lord of the Rings sucks. Thank you for joining us, TM Nerdy. Keep going. Tyler, I don't want to say his name wrong. Prue? I think it's Prue. All right. Thank you for joining us today. Who else? And that will be it. Go ahead, Green Shirt Guy.
All right. So you buy these right individually.
Okay. Ah.
And then looks like that on one side. And on the
All
other
right.
side.
Nice.
Oh, what? They sell the outer case separate?
Yeah, it was like $15 or something like that.
Yeah, I definitely never
It
did
wasn't-
that.
Yeah.
I just bought it
I
as
was looking at these
$1.
versions too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
you
then I
guys-
have the
I
gold
don't-
one. I have the gold one I put in the chat.
Okay.
These are.
I have-
These just look pretty. And they have,
this
they have both
version.
versions. Both versions on one disc.
Okay. I wondered about that. Like, why is this really on 2 discs? And I think the real reason, the DTS audio track is going to take up like some space. I get that.
I'm sure.
And then there's like 4 other audio tracks with this. And I'm like, that's where all the
this I
space
think
is.
is just the movies.
Oh,
Whereas
okay.
I think the ones that these ones and then the one in the gold case have the commentary tracks, which would add add another file too.
All right. Well, that is our show for today, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. Remember, we're going live tomorrow, Monday night, 8 p.m. It's Cliff's birthday. It's also New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week. We didn't do one last week, but we're back next week to give you all the new keys and hot comics of the week. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, help us out with the algorithm. And we hope you guys have a very, very safe New Year's tonight. Have fun with your family and friends. Do what you're going to do, but be safe. Use an Uber if you have to, or Lyft. And just have a great time out there.
Or call
all right?
somebody.
Yeah, call somebody. So, for myself, for Phil, for Cliff, for Green Shirt Guy, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we thank you. We love you. We love you. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes?